Have you ever felt alone? Really and deeply alone, like you're a small island in a big, empty ocean? Have you ever felt like you were facing your problems, heartbreaks, and dreams by yourself, cut off from the rest of the world and the people around you? Listen carefully. That feeling, as real and painful as it seems, is based on a beautiful misunderstanding. It is a big trick. Philosophers and ancient people have known a deep truth or secret for thousands of years, but very few of us really live by it. All things in the universe are linked to each other. It's not a poetic or allegorical way. It's a real, physical, and scientifically proven way that goes against what we normally think about time and space. Everything is linked by a hidden, invisible field of energy. The cosmos is made up of the tiniest particles, and your thoughts, feelings, and your whole future are woven together by it. In this very moment, what does this mean for you? You beautiful, powerful mind is not just watching in silence. This thing is an active part of reality. In ways you probably never imagined, it is changing the world around you. What you're about to learn is more than just information. It's going to wake you up. You could use this key to open the door to a world that is so much more magical, loving, and full of richness than you ever thought possible. Get ready, because all of a sudden, your world will be different. Take a moment to understand that this is more than just a video. It is an energetic transmission. Get someone ready to wake up right now by sending this video to them if you feel called to do so. Sharing creates an instant quantum entanglement that sends this powerful frequency to another soul and makes its effect stronger in your own. Let us work together to make a wave of awakening. Let's picture something simple to understand this deep link. Think about having a single, tiny, magical coin in your hand. The exact twin of your coin is with your best friend, who lives on the other side of the world. You both agree that you will flip your coins at the same time. It lands on heads when you flip yours. Right then, in that very second, thousands of miles away, your friend's coin lands on tails. You do it again. You get tails. They get heads right away. Every single time, their coin does the exact opposite of what yours does right away. How do you think they could know? That fast of a signal couldn't come from a phone call, a text message, or anything else. It happens right away. There's no magic here. This is a condensed representation of quantum entanglement, a real and mind-boggling concept in quantum physics. Scientists have shown over and over again that when two or more particles become entangled, they are permanently connected. They join together to make one system. What happens to one particle instantly affects the other. It doesn't matter how far apart they are, 1,000,000,000 light years or an inch. Einstein famously called this spooky action at a distance, because he didn't understand it. It didn't seem to follow any of the known rules of the universe, but the deep meaning of this is something that very few people stop to think about. What does it say about us that the building blocks of our universe are linked in this close, instantaneous way? You are not separate from the universe and can't just look in. You are made of everything. You are made up of the same basic building blocks. Everything in your body, including your brain and heart, is made up of particles and energy moving around in a swirling dance. In other words, your consciousness, awareness, thoughts, and feelings may also be a part of this dance of entanglement in space. Your intentions are not just thoughts that go away quickly. Your feelings are more than just chemical reactions happening in your skin. The sounds are vibrations. They give off energy. They may also have a much bigger effect on the world than you thought. When you start to really understand this truth and learn how to work with it, you start to access a source of energy that has been inside you all along, waiting for you to make the connection. If you are ready to accept this basic truth, please say it with us in the comments below. My energy is connected to everything. Make this statement your first conscious step away from the false idea of being separate. Writing these words makes it clear to yourself and the universe that you are no longer an island, but an important part of the cosmic ocean that can't be separated. Infuse this deep sense of connection with action as you sit with it. As a sign of energetic agreement, click the like button on this video, as if you pressed a button that brought your energy field into line with this truth. There is more to liking a video than that. When you do this, you tell the universe, yes, I am ready to live as a connected and powerful creator. If you want to keep getting messages that help you rewrite that beautiful story, subscribe to this channel and set off the bell. It takes more than a click to subscribe. It's a commitment to yourself. It's a promise to the universe. I will stay connected to this frequency of awakening and empowerment. Then what is the bridge if we are all linked? What does your inner world of feelings and thoughts have to do with the outside world? We've thought for a long time that our thoughts are private and locked up in our heads. But the truth is that they can affect a lot more than just your body. Quantum physics researchers are breaking new ground by showing that consciousness isn't just something that happens in the brain. It's a fundamental part of the universe itself, and it interacts with the world. A study from the HeartMath Institute is one of the most amazing and calming ones. The amazing thing that their researchers found is that the heart makes a strong electromagnetic field. It's not just a small, unimportant field. It's so strong that you can measure it from a few feet away. In a sense, it's a broadcast. Take a moment to think about that. Your heart literally sends signals about how you're feeling to the people and things around you. Depending on how you feel, this field changes. There is a smooth, steady rhythm in the field when you feel love, gratitude, or joy. The rhythm gets jumbled and confusing when you're stressed, scared, or angry. In other words, your feelings and intentions are not just your own experiences. They are energetic waves that can affect other people, animals, and even the things that happen in your life. In other words, where do your deepest hopes, fears, and thoughts go when you send them out into the world? What happens to the energy of your focus if it can't be made or broken down, but only changed? The idea behind quantum entanglement gives us a strong hint. It means that all particles are deeply connected to each other. This includes the particles that make you up. In other words, when you think about something with strong feelings, you create a certain vibration. With other parts of the universe vibrating at the same frequency, that vibration resonates, like a tuning fork. It starts to pull in things, people, and responses that are a perfect match for that frequency. This is the real reason why some people seem lucky, effortlessly creating wonderful chances, chance meetings, and beautiful events, while others feel stuck all the time, stuck in frustrating cycles of struggle. It's not fate or luck. There is an invisible language of vibration that holds the key. It's how your mental and emotional waves interact with the huge field of energy that we are all a part of. To really trust this power inside you, it helps to know how we found it in the first place. Quantum physics changed the way we thought about the universe in the early 1900s. A big step forward was made by the famous double-slit experiment. Researchers did this experiment and found that photons, the tiniest particles of light, behaved like waves that are spread out when no one was looking at them. Though, as soon as someone looked at them or thought about them, they behaved like solid, predictable particles. Take that in. Just watching changed what happened. This was a big deal. This meant that the observer's mind was not separate from the experiment. It had an effect on the physical world. It made us question everything we thought we knew about the real world. Quantum entanglement, on the other hand, became an even more puzzling concept. The EPR paradox is a thought experiment that Albert Einstein, Boris Podolsky, and Nathan Rosen came up with in 1935. They said that if quantum entanglement were real, two particles could stay connected, even though they were light years apart, which they thought was crazy. It stayed a theory for many years. Then, in 1982, a very smart physicist named Alain Aspect did an experiment that changed the field and showed Einstein to be wrong. Without a doubt, he proved that entanglement was real. If you change the state of one entangled particle, its twin partner changes right away, even though there is no signal going between them. This was the clearest proof yet that particles are connected in a way that we can't see, and that happens instantly. This connection goes beyond our usual understanding of time and space. Let's talk about this again. Think about the bigger picture. Why would your mind, your thoughts, and your energy be the only things that aren't affected by this universal law of interconnection? The stars, the trees, your body, and the air you breathe are all made up of the same basic particles. They're not. You're a part of this web. What this means for your life is absolutely mind-blowing. And your subconscious mind, which works in the background, is one of the most powerful forces behind this interaction between your mind and the universe. It's like the conductor of the whole orchestra. It's like a living antenna that sends and receives frequencies all the time, changing your reality from the inside out. Your thoughts are not just whispers inside your head. They are electrical impulses in your brain that send out electromagnetic waves that move through space and interact with the energy field all around you. What's really interesting, though, is that this broadcast doesn't just happen when you're trying to think positively. In fact, more than 95% of your energetic signal comes from your subconscious. Think of your mind as the small part of an iceberg that you can see above the water. Your subconscious mind is like the huge, strong part of the iceberg that you can't see. There are a lot of memories, deepest beliefs, learned behaviors, and emotional patterns stored in your brain. It controls everything you do and decisions you make all the time, and you don't even realize it. The HeartMath Institute's research shows that the electromagnetic field of the heart connects your feelings to the outside world. Another question is, what controls most of your emotions? Your subconscious mind's instructions. Your mind works like a strong radio tower. When you're not paying attention, it's picking up frequencies from the world around you and sending out a strong signal based on your deepest beliefs. Beliefs like, I'm not good enough, money is scarce, or love is painful will be vibrating at that frequency if you have stored them. And like a radio set to a sad station, it will bring you experiences, people, and situations that are just right for that sad vibe. Is there any good news? There is. You can start sending out a different frequency if you learn how to consciously change the programming of that broadcast. A frequency of love, plenty, and being worthy. When you do that, the things that happen in your life will change in a huge and miraculous way. Someone who is ready for change may read this and say, I am the author of my story. Please take a moment to claim your power in the comments. Feel that what they said is true. You may not have chosen how your story was written for too long. That you are typing now should be a metaphor for turning the page and the start of a new chapter in the story of your beautiful life. Take a moment to think about your own life. When you're having a bad day or feeling down, has it ever seemed like everything starts to go wrong? Things go wrong. You spill your coffee, get stuck in traffic, and fight. It's going downhill. On the other hand, have you ever woken up feeling great, full of joy and good energy, and the day just went so smoothly? There are chances that come up out of nowhere. People are nice, and everything is easy. There's no chance in this. This is your vibrational field, which is controlled by your subconscious. It interacts with the quantum field and receives a perfect copy of its own signal. It's amazing that our subconscious mind has the power to change our frequency and our reality. So why do most of us feel so helpless? What's wrong with us that we don't use this gift? The answer is so simple it breaks my heart. It's in the invisible chains of mental programming that we got before we could even choose for ourselves. We are taught how to see the world from the time we are born. We've been taught to think that reality is solid, fixed, and made of matter. We learn that the only way to make our lives better is to work hard, struggle, and make efforts that make sense. We can't connect with the quantum laws of the universe through this limited, materialistic view of the world. We are locked up in a small room when we were born to roam a huge palace. A brilliant cell biologist and epigenetics researcher named Dr. Bruce Lipton showed an amazing fact. 95% of the things we do, decide, and behave in a day are controlled not by our conscious mind, but by programs in our subconscious. Where did these strong programs come from? We mostly had them put in during the first 7 years of our lives. Our brains mostly work in a theta wave frequency during this important early childhood phase. A lot of things can happen during this dreamlike state, which is a lot like being deeply hypnotized. Little kids are like sponges. They soak up everything around them without any filter. It's not in our conscious power to think about, question, or reject the information we get. When we grow up, we take on the beliefs, emotional patterns, fears, and limits of our parents, our family, and our society. People don't just remember sayings like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," "You can't have everything you want in life," "Be realistic," or "You have to work very hard and suffer to get anything worthwhile." They turn into the main software that runs our subconscious minds. These programs become automatic and can't be stopped. As adults, our deep subconscious mind is still running these old, limiting programs, even if our conscious mind wants abundance, success, joy, or a loving relationship very badly. It keeps sending out frequencies based on the beliefs we picked up as kids. Because they are so strong, these beliefs shape our lives as adults in ways we often don't even realize. While you may logically tell yourself, "I no longer believe that," your subconscious still sees it as a fact. Here are some very real ways that this invisible programming changes your life. It's possible that when you do make money, it just disappears without a trace if your subconscious mind was taught that money is hard to get and always causes stress. Unexpected bills, costs, investments that don't work out, or chances that don't materialize at the last minute. Your subconscious is making the world a mirror image of what it thinks. Money is hard to hold on to. You might find that the people you date reinforce the idea that true love is hard, dramatic, or always ends in heartbreak. This could happen because you saw other people's relationships and believed it yourself. This could lead to a painful cycle of relationship problems. If as a child, you were taught in a sneaky way that you don't deserve success or that being successful would make people jealous, you may find that you consistently hurt yourself. When you're almost done with something great, a promotion, a successful project, or a personal breakthrough, something comes up out of nowhere to stop you. Often that problem is your subconscious trying to protect you by making sure you stay in line with what it has programmed you to do. Take a look. How many times have you really thought about your goal? You might want to lose weight, make more money, start a new hobby, or get back together with your partner. Still, even though you meant to change, you ended up going back to the same old habits and patterns. It's not that you're weak or lazy, because your subconscious mind, the 95% of you, already had a map that led you in the opposite direction, while your conscious mind, the 5% of you, tried to steer the ship in the right direction. The fight isn't fair. What this really means is that a lot of good, honest people try to change their lives, but feel stuck in endless cycles of repetition. Without realizing it, they are trying to paint over a masterpiece of their life. The real canvas, the underlying frequency, is being controlled by a subconscious that is still running on an old, out-of-date, and limiting program. Entanglement is a term used in quantum physics to describe the link between your inner beliefs and your outer reality. The beliefs you hold have a hold on you, but if all you had to do to change your life was think a new thought, everyone would already have their dream life, right? The issue is not with the idea itself, but with how it is used. This is because most people don't know how to talk to their subconscious mind in a loving way to give it new instructions. They spend their whole lives trying to rearrange the furniture in the outside world, but they don't realize that they already have the plans for the whole house inside them. The best and most uplifting news is that this programming won't last forever. It's changeable. You can lovingly reprogram your subconscious mind with new, powerful, and life-affirming beliefs, just like you can update a computer's software. Not only does that change your life, it opens up a whole new world for you. Realizing this can be hard, but it's what will set you free. If you feel called to break these invisible chains, please join us in stating your freedom below. I release the programs that no longer serve me. This is not a way to fight your past. It's a way to let it go with love. As you write this, picture these old, heavy chains breaking apart into light, making room for the new, stronger reality you are creating. So, how do you use the fact that you are made up of entangled particles if everything in the universe is connected? To find the answer, you need to learn the language of the universe, which is not words, but vibrations. It is the frequency. It's an emotion. Your feelings and thoughts are not just things that happen to you. These are active, energetic transmissions that affect everything in the world. You don't have to keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself. This energy spreads out and makes a pattern of vibrations or signature frequency that affects everyone and everything around you. The famous neuroscientist, Dr. Joe Dispenza, does a great job of explaining this. There are chemical changes in your brain when you have a thought. Your body then feels a certain emotion because of that chemical reaction. The feeling then reinforces the first thought, starting a strong cycle that keeps going. This is the loop of thoughts and feelings. Your body is full of chemicals that make you feel stressed if you are always thinking about failing, being afraid, worrying, or not having enough. It starts to shake at a low, jumbled frequency. That vibration then sends an energetic message to the universe. It changes how you stand, what you do, and how you act. Most importantly, it draws experiences that make you feel like you're lacking into your life. On the other hand, your body chemistry changes if you learn to intentionally think about success, abundance, gratitude, and love. Feel-good chemicals are made by it. Your whole body starts to vibrate at a high, steady frequency. Since your vibrational field changes, your reality has to start to change to match this beautiful new frequency. If you want to be successful in your career, but we're taught from a young age that only a few people can be truly successful. Your subconscious will put up invisible barriers in your way. It will make you feel like you don't deserve that promotion, make you stumble during a big speech, or keep you from seeing the chances that are right in front of you. To put it another way, wanting something is not enough. Your deep, core vibration, which is like a radio broadcast from your subconscious, must be in sync with that goal. Changing your vibration is the first and most important thing you can do to change your reality. In order to do this, you need to retrain your subconscious to work from a higher level of energy. Sending strong, new signals to your energy field is what you need to do until your subconscious mind accepts this new reality as true. Here are a few of the most powerful ways to start this holy work: meditation and picturing things. Your brain waves slow down when you are in a deep meditation state. Beta is the state where you think about everyday things. Next is alpha, which is calmer. Next are theta and delta, which are very open to receiving information. This is the golden key that lets you get into your mind. It is very helpful to picture your goals as if they are already real when you are in this state. Feel it, not just see it. Feel happy, thankful, and at peace that you've already done it. This makes the new vibration stronger in your mind and body. Affirmations that make you feel. Saying affirmations like, "I deserve all the good things the universe has to offer," or "My energy attracts loving and amazing experiences over and over again," can help you change your mind. But it's not just the words that matter. It's how they make you feel. You need to fill them with the positive emotions of love and gratitude. Being thankful is a superpower. Feelings of high vibration, like genuine gratitude and unconditional love, can boost your energy field. They make your broadcast stronger and connect you with the universe's flow much more easily. Every day, take a few minutes to breathe deeply and truly feel grateful for the things you already have. Then, extend that feeling to the things you want to bring into your life, as if you already had them. Getting over the past. A lot of the beliefs that hold us back come from painful events in the past that are stored energetically in our subconscious. Powerful methods like NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and EFT, emotional freedom technique, which is also known as tapping, can help you gently break down these old emotional blocks, giving you the energy to make a new future. When you do these things over and over again with love, your emotions and thoughts start to vibrate in beautiful harmony with the universe's natural, abundant flow. And when that alignment takes place, something truly amazing happens. Your outside reality starts to change and rearrange itself to match the amazing new frequency you are sending out from within. You have the tools now. You have the power to choose where your energy goes. In the comments, if you are going to commit to this sacred practice, say, "I choose the frequency of love and abundance." These words are more than just words. They're a choice you make right now. Let your comment be a rock for this new vibrational home. You can go back to it whenever you need to remember the strong choice you made today. Something deep inside you changes when you start to consciously align your mind, heart, and subconscious with the deep truth of quantum entanglement. Everything you think you know about reality starts to change. You start to see that there is a greater, good intelligence, a beautiful flow that connects everything, and you stop seeing the world as a cold, random collection of separate events. The most important thing is that you become very aware of your holy role as a co-creator in this amazing process. The vibration you send out affects everything around you. It doesn't judge you or your wants. All it does is reflect the energy you send out into the world. When your conscious mind and subconscious mind finally work together to send out thoughts of plenty, happiness, love, and confidence. You will feel these things again. It shows up in your life as chances that just seem to fall into your lap, helpful people you meet out of the blue, and beautiful coincidences that feel like miracles. But the truth is that none of it is random. Really, it's just the quantum field responding perfectly to your new energy transmission. A lot of people who have this deep awakening say that their lives have changed in beautiful ways, in similar ways. Syncing up of events become dramatically bigger. You begin to notice that things, people, and details seem to come together at just the right time. What a lovely way for the universe to lead you by leaving a trail of breadcrumbs for you to find. As soon as you think of a way to solve a problem, the answer pops up in a conversation or an article. You look forward to a certain chance, and it comes up just at the right time. Your emotional home base makes you stronger. Your normal default emotional state starts to get better. Things like fear, anxiety, and worry that used to have a lot of power over you start to lose that power. Your mind is no longer stuck in the illusion of being alone, helpless, and in chaos. So this happens. Instead, you start to feel a deep, lasting peace inside, because you know that everything is linked and working out for the best. You bring your soul tribe to you. Your outside world has to change to match your changing core frequency. This means that some people who used to be important in your life may slowly and naturally leave, while new, lovely connections form. You start to attract people and experiences that are very much in line with your new, true vibration. These bring you chances to grow, love, and work together that are perfectly in line with your soul's purpose. Problems lose their power over you after this. This doesn't mean that issues and problems will magically go away for good, but your relationship with them and how you feel about them changes in a big way. You stop seeing problems as punishments, chances to fail, or signs that you're going in the wrong direction. Instead, you start to see them as parts of a bigger, more loving process of growth and learning, as chances to make your new vibration stronger. But a lot of people make a very important mistake that keeps them from staying in this beautiful state of alignment. It is the dance between faith and doubt that is soft and alluring. The universe often gives us a test, just as we start to change our frequency and start to see good things happen. An unexpected problem comes up. Something happens that seems to go against the new reality we are working so hard to make. At that very important moment, giving in to old habits of fear, insecurity, or thinking in the same old ways will slow down or even stop the whole process of transformation. This happens because the universe always wants you to confirm something before making it real for you. That's not a punishment. It's a test for graduation. This is a big change in how I see things. In the comments, say this new thought if you're ready to stop seeing problems as setbacks and start seeing them as signs of your progress. I welcome the tests that solidify my new reality. You are telling the world that you are not afraid by typing these words. You are ready and strong, and you know that every challenge is just a step on the way to mastery. The idea of the universe test is one of the most important and reassuring things you can learn on this journey. In other words, when you decide to change something inside yourself, the universe has to test your new vibration to make sure you are really living from this new state of being. Let's say you decide you want to bring more wealth and abundance into your life. You start your routines like meditation, visualizing, and being thankful. You start to change what you think about money. Things seem to be going great in the beginning, few days or weeks. That makes you feel great. Maybe you find some cash on the ground or get a discount you didn't expect. Then all of a sudden, BAM, a big expense comes up out of the blue. You get a bill you didn't expect, or your car breaks down. The vast majority of people react with fear, panic, and anger at that moment. Right away, they go back to the old, comfortable frequency of scarcity and think, "See? It did not work. It seemed too good to be true." And this is the exact spot where a lot of people fail the test. What they don't understand is that this isn't a sign of failure. The universe is giving you a final test to see if your new vibration is real and solid. But if you go into that challenge with the same old fear and lack mindset, the universe will know that your frequency hasn't really changed. But if you can face that challenge with more peace, trust, and confidence, if you can say, "Okay, this is going to happen, but I know the universe is on my side and the money will come," that will help. As long as you keep vibrating at that level of abundance, the universe will see this new frequency as your new, permanent reality. The test was passed. Now is the time for the floodgates of plenty to open. This rule is true in every part of your life. Relationships. If you decide you want a loving, healthy relationship, you may suddenly notice that old, unhealthy patterns are coming up again. A conflict with your current partner that feels like your old relationships could arise, or an ex could get in touch with you. Here's a test to see if you'll act differently this time, or keep making the same mistakes. Are you going to set limits? Will you talk to people from a place of love instead of fear? Career. If you want to be more successful and happy at work, you may have to deal with some problems at first. A tough client, a project that tests your skills, or a moment when you doubt your own abilities. It's clear to the universe that you are ready to move on to the next level if you keep going, even though things get hard. Self-confidence. If you want to love and trust yourself more, you may have to deal with criticism or rejection that you didn't expect. This is done to see if your sense of self-worth has really changed and is now coming from inside you, or if you still need approval from other people to feel good about yourself. Know this: the universe isn't trying to get you to give up by giving you challenges. It does this to make sure that your energy is strong enough and ready to receive and keep what you have asked for. For those who understand this deep dynamic, problems no longer seem like scary obstacles. People see them as proof that things are getting better. They do not mean you are failing. Instead, they mean that your new reality is being formed. Take this truth to heart. You get stronger every time you keep your frequency through a storm. Let's say it again in the comments below to make this strong way of thinking even stronger. I welcome the tests that solidify my new reality. Don't see this as a repetition. See it as a reminder of how committed you are. You trust the path you're on and understand the process. You also know that you will win. Everyone should try to live in this beautiful state of alignment every day. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that this high vibration content stays in your energy field. Imagine that when you subscribe, you're setting up an energetic tether, a permanent link to this stream of consciousness that will help you create your best reality. Now that you know about the amazing power of quantum entanglement, the hidden influence of your subconscious mind, and how important your vibration is in making your reality come true, there is one more important and maybe even most beautiful thing that you are missing. Giving up all control over your life and letting go of everything else is the last key that opens the door to effortless creation. With this level of trust, everything is fine. It means aligning your vibration with everything you want and experiencing it as real right now, while also letting go of any control over how or when it will show up. It might sound like a contradiction, but this is the key to everything. The more you want something badly and feel anxious, needy, and doubtful about it, the stronger the vibrational idea that you don't have it yet. The universe can't respond with grace and flow when this frequency of lack is present. In contrast, your reality starts to change in a very magical way when you are fully aligned, fully confident, and have no fear or anxiety. You just know that what you want is already on its way to you or is already yours energetically. Get to a place of vibrational certainty to find out what it is. In other words, you already act and feel like the change you want has happened. There's no more question. You no longer have to wait impatiently. There is a complete and utter certainty that everything is okay and the universe is on your side. In your daily life, here are 4 easy ways to get to this sacred key. Practice having unwavering faith. Not that you should wait to see something to believe it. That's not true at all. Before you can see proof, you have to believe it. Feel like you've already gotten what you want, and only then will your physical world start to change to match your faith. Remember to be thankful before the manifestation. Being grateful is one of the most powerful energies you can use to shift your vibration. When you feel truly grateful for what you want, as if you already have it, the universe picks up on that signal of satisfaction and brings it into your life. Get in touch with the flow of detachment. Want to reach your goal. Move your body in sync with it, and then let it go with love. Send it out into the world. You can trust that the universe's infinite intelligence knows the fastest, smoothest, and best way to get you what is rightfully yours. The universe decides how and when, while you decide what and why. As if it were already true. This is what faith looks like in its purest form. What would you do today if you already had the success you want? What do you think? How are you going to walk? How would you treat other people? Begin living that way right now. For your subconscious mind to accept your new reality, it needs this evidence that fits with it. It's not your desperate need that makes the universe respond. It's your calm certainty that does. When you reach that state of complete alignment, where you don't resist, fear, or attach to anything, everything you've been working hard to get starts to flow towards you effortlessly. You don't have to look for power somewhere else anymore. You realize that it's been inside you the whole time, like a sleeping giant waiting to be woken up. If this message has touched your heart and soul, I want you to say it out loud. Say something like, "I am ready to awaken my true power." As you make that strong statement, seal it with one last act of intention. Click like on this video to use the quantum ideas we've talked about in your own life. This simple click should remind you that you have chosen to send out the frequency of your highest potential. Lastly, you should share the energy you've created today. As it flows, it gets stronger. You can send this message to your family, friends, or on social media. Every share increases the size of this network of light, bringing you into contact with other souls on the same path who think like you. You're not just sending a video, you're also sending a frequency that helps make the world a better place. Your journey of change is not just an option. It's what you were born to do. It's just starting.